My name is Abby Lang. I come from a small town in Michigan in the United States. What brought me to the center originally was a long line of different burnout. I had been to a bunch of different places, 3 different mental health hospitals in the US, and I was not willing to go back and try another program short term that was not going to work for me, where I was going to be heavily medicated instead of actually trying to address the problems. So before I came, I reached out and talked to Mark for a little bit, and I found that this might be a place that could actually work. So the center has helped me, first and foremost, it taught me what I've been denying for 10 plus years, which is the body is connected to the brain. So I started taking seriously exercise and diet and getting in touch with how my emotions affected my body and how my body affected my emotions. And since then, it has been a process in letting all of the things in my body that have been building up for 10 years rest and come out. And then the center's helped me in a lot of ways. The center's helped me keep in mind all the things that in day-to-day life back home just kind of got pushed to the side. Things like mindfulness and meditation, and keeping in the forefront of my head how much these things actually affect how I'm going to feel when I wake up the next day. Okay, you know what's changed since I've arrived? What's changed since I've arrived has been the actual implementation of all these skills and therapy I've been learning for, again, 10 plus years. I've actually had a space to implement them into my life. So what's changed for me is that I am now stable within all of this knowledge that I've had about, living in the moment, all of these things you hear in therapy. I finally feel stable within that. I feel grounded. I feel like I can handle things that come at me, not just knowing how I'm supposed to handle it, but knowing that I will, knowing that I have what I know that I have, and letting that be enough. I don't expect the world to come to me anymore. I expect myself to be where I need to be, and I don't expect other people in my life to conform to me. I expect myself to be able to fit in with what is and what isn't. Okay, so the center approaches mental health in a very different way than a lot of places I've been. So many doctors and places I've been in the past have looked at mental health as a set of symptoms that need to be addressed and treated and then go from there. And that is something that I've learned the hard way does not end up working. I've been over-medicated, I have been misdiagnosed, and I have been tried to put into a box that would fit within society, whereas in the center actually looks at the root of these symptoms. Where does it come from? Why is this something that keeps coming up? And it doesn't just address trying to help me fit into something that works for everyone else. It helps me understand where my struggles are. It helps me understand what personally for me needs to be addressed so I can move forward and don't have to be over-medicated, don't have to be told that I need to function, instead of it just being what the center does, which is saying, here's how we can help you function in a way that works for you. So for people who are struggling with mental health, ADHD, different brain chemistry, anyone who is neurodiverse, the center works in a way that all different brain types can be addressed. I suggest come here. I suggest looking into something online for yourself where you're not just reading WebMD, you're not just reading whatever article first comes up about whatever diagnosis you have. Honestly, Reddit was strangely helpful for me. My peers online were the first thing that got me to realize, okay, so this is bigger than just what my first psychiatrist talked to me about. This is something that that doesn't just affect me. So I suggest talking to peers on top of just doctors. And I suggest, I mean, like I said, you can't do it alone. You also can't just do it with people like a doctor or your parents or someone who comes down on you telling you this is what needs to change. You have to find a place where you can express what your actual experience is and get feedback on that. And for me, the center was a chance for that. I would say to anyone who's watching this video, whether you are someone who is actively struggling with mental health yourself, or whether you are someone who is looking for help for someone who has been struggling for a long time with their mental health, I would tell them that there's more than what we've been told. There's more than what just ticking the boxes about getting ourselves to be functional within this world. It is deeper than that, and if you can address and actually tap into those things that are deeper within this person, you or whoever you are looking for, that is going to be the key point to actually achieving something that you can hold on to for the rest of your life.